Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Mathematician. Last week we interviewed Miss Morales, and this week we're going to be interviewing the founder of E=mc², the one and only Albert Einstein. Sadly, he will not be able to be attending here because we are in quarantine and we had to keep social distancing. So we have him on a Zoom call right here, and I'm going to be interviewing him through Zoom. I have a couple questions for you. The first question is, when and where were you born?
I was born on March 14th, 1879 in Ulm, Germany.
Who are your parents?
My parents are Hermann Einstein and Pauline Einstein.
Can you tell me a little bit about your family background?
I got married on 11 March, which had my three loving children, Lisa Einstein, Hans Albert, and Eduard Einstein, but then we got divorced the year of 1919 and I got remarried to Elsa Einstein, which was my cousin, and I was the stepfather of her children, Margot Lowenthal and Elsa Lowenthal.
What region did you live in?
Lived in a couple of different places. I lived in Ulm for about 6 weeks, then I moved to Munich, where I started school. I also lived in Bern and in Princeton.
Did any historical events occur during your lifetime?
No, nothing that I recall.
How did you become interested in mathematics?
Well, one summer I read math textbooks to make up my own proofs and equations.
What branches of math did you contribute to?
From what I remember, I was contribute to physics, but I also made some of my own mathematics contributions. I contributed to a few equations to geometry and calculus. They were called the Einstein field equations, which were published in the year of 1915.
Were you influential in any other subject?
Yes, I was influenced on contemporary physics.
What are 3 of your major accomplishments?
I have a couple of major accomplishments. One of them is I won the Nobel Prize in Physics in the year of 1921. This award is given to people who have the most outstanding contribution of mankind in the field of physics. One of my major accomplishments is that I got the Max Planck Medal. This is the highest award of Germany Physics Society. Finally, other major accomplishments is the Franklin Medal. It was a science award.
Here are some bonus questions. In what way was your life remarkable, terrible, or admirable?
My life was remarkable to me in many ways. I won the 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics, and I also discovered the law of the photoelectric effect that transformed the way physics can understand the behavior of light and the nature of the universe.
Do you consider yourself a hero?
I do consider myself a hero to the mathematicians because I discovered E=mc², which makes math way easier to do. It makes math easier because it explains how matter can become energy and energy can become matter. They are the same thing, just that it explains the atomic energy produced by nuclear power plants and the atomic energy released by atomic bombs.
Let's give a round of applause to Albert Einstein. That's the end of this week's episode, and don't forget to come back next week on Keeping Up with the Mathematicians.